family business. Like, for instance, when I was growing up, I went, for my summers, I went to work with my father who owned his own company, and I was expected to work. But I also can look back and say, I think that helped me become more responsible. So what I'm saying is there are certain practices of what we would call adultification that can be very beneficial. How do we differentiate, or I guess, is it kind of like a spectrum where it's like at some point this combination of adultification kind of experiences actually shifts from being positive to negative?
Or other socioeconomic groups is all year.
Yeah.
So what was your experience of being adultified as a child?
I really look back and I learned a lot of great skills, a lot of customer service skills working at the family restaurant, but it's been also very frustrating to look back to see my peers, my white collar peers, have their summer vacations, have do whatever they want while stuck in the hot steaming restaurants working. I felt my childhood was robbed.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not domestic violence, but
No.
it's at an emotional level.
It can, yeah, absolutely.
So which I am trying to break the cycle by, for me to put myself to college and for me to leave, break away, and start my own life.
How old were you when you started working in your family business, in the family business? 8 years old.
Yes.
Wow. So were you given an option or a choice to do it?
No option. You're forced to. And the worst part was always being forced to, even when you had finals, midterms, tests, because my family would have hired the front end counter people, and they're like high school age. The no call, no shows always meant I had to fill in. And there were times I rebelled and said, no, I'm doing my schoolwork. I need to work on a project and this and that would cause an eruption. But I put myself, what I need to do first at this point, because I can't always keep giving the time. And I said, well, eventually you're going to stop paying me a wage if I'm doing all this cover. I deserve something.
Absolutely. So what would you say has, like, experiencing that during your childhood, what would you say some of the results have been? Or if anything you might be still dealing with today from that?
I'm trying to release the trauma of the past, to forgive my family, because I know they did the right thing. They can coming in from China, but at the same time, I'm trying to take what's good from my culture and leave behind what's not, and bring in my own talents and my own fresh perspective, and be able to have a new lifestyle with my children.
Yeah, he had mental health issues, and I was the oldest one of 3. So I guess I took up on myself to help my mom with my sisters. So, but I didn't notice how strong of an impact that had until recently.
Yeah,
I didn't realize until last year, because I never actually had fun, went out, was very and I think that kids need that too.
For sure, absolutely. And that's one thing you just hit on that I address in the training, like children who are adultified or who are helping to take on the adult responsibilities in their family or households. They don't participate in community activities, extracurricular activities, participating in sports.
I did that too. I did a lot of stuff in school.
Yeah.
And I would go, like, allowing myself to just have fun, go out, go dancing. Like when I was like reaching being a teenager, I never did any of that.
I've experienced it, but didn't even realize it. He gave a label to that for me. And with you describing, putting these young ladies in these adult situations, having to cook for the family, having to earn, I get it, it's important. But just from what I've experienced, I was assisting with internship interviews for my company, and we came across some very strong Latina candidates. And one that stood out, She was amazing. I did the pre-screen with her. She was so intelligent, had this passion to go into this industry, and just wanted to take this opportunity. And when we let her know that we couldn't guarantee her placement where she wanted, that she could possibly be placed on the East Coast, the West Coast, Texas, she had to withdraw her candidacy because she couldn't leave her family. She had to be able to take an internship locally that would give her an opportunity to work daytime hours and then be at home to take care of the family, which completely understand. And that's probably the drive that she had to make her a great candidate for this role. And it just made me sad to see that she couldn't continue on. And I really hope that somewhere she was able to find that. But it's disheartening that she's worked so hard and can't go take advantage of what's out there.